Are the government doing what is right to the people of this country? And also, are the citizens of this country doing the right thing that is needed to the government? Let us ask ourselves, let's reflect on that. If we want this country to be a great country, a prosperous country, and a peaceful country, both the leaders and the led must be just. We need to be just as a follower, and the leader also needs to be just as a leader. So treating ourselves as you want others to treat you. As an individual, treat other person as you want that person to treat you. As a government, treat the citizenry as you want the citizens to treat you. That is what we mean by justice, one of the qualities that will make this country to be great, prosperous, and peaceful. So giving people their due rights, ensuring equity and fairness. That is what we mean by justice. So the concept of justice is an absolute defined value, which means that the rights are given to the rightful owners. Rightful owners, irrespective whether they are minority or majority. Give them their rights they deserve as a government. That is what we mean by justice. So it's a defined value. If you want this country to be great, prosperous, and peaceful, each one of us must apply justice in our daily activities, which include fulfilling the rights of our parents. Be good to your parents. Be good to your family. Be good to your relations. Treat well all your parents, your relatives, your friends well. Treat them the way Allah has ordained you to do good to them. Then make sure you establish justice in your transactions, such as trade, employment, dealings, buying and selling. Make sure you establish justice. If our business transactions, the traders, both the buyers and sellers, are just, this country will be great. This country will be prosperous, and there is going to be peace in this country, as Allah commanded us in Quran 16, verse 90. Surah An-Nahl, Allah says, إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. Allah command justice. Be just to your parent, to your relation. Be just in your business transaction. Wal-ihsan. Allah command doing good to your parents, to your relations, to your friends, even in the business transaction. Allah command liberality to the king and king. Be liberal. Be simple. Don't be too hard. Don't be too principled. To your parents, to your relations, even on business. Be liberal. Be simple. Then Allah also forbids all forms of injustice. Allah forbids all forms of sinful deeds. Then Allah forbids rebellion. So this is the command telling us that as a Muslim, as a member of this, as the citizens of this country, we need to be just. for us to be part and parcel of those who will make this country to be great, prosperous, and have peace. Al-adilu as a sifa mafkuda bisiddati fi biladina al-Nigeria. You see, this quality we call justice is seriously lacking in our country now. Both the leader and led are not just. That's why you will see that we are moving backward. That's why you see at times there is no peace of mind, because we lack the quality of justice. So today, in some states of the Federation, minority groups are discriminated against jobs, school admission, and career progressions are based on biasness. Before some people will be admitted into schools, they find it very, very discriminative. Before some people will get job, they find it difficult because they are from minority side of the country, or because they are poor people, or because of son of nobody. So where is that justice? If you want this country to be great, if you want this country to be prosperous, if you want this country to have peace, you will need to stop this discrimination or biasness in job creation, employment opportunity to people whether from majority or minority side of the country. So at times you see people are not even admitted on merit. People are not even getting job on merit. Because of what? Injustice. And you want the country to be great? No. Or you want the country to be prosperous? No. You want the country to have peace? No. Let's employ, admit, based on merit. And you'll see things will be moving. So, a lot of people who have been admitted, getting a job opportunity based on nepotism, based on favoritism, based on political affiliation, even based on tribe, religion. The worst is mode of dress, hijab. Some people on hijab are discriminated to be admitted into certain parastatus because of hijab. Some because of tribe, some because of religion, some because of political affiliation. Because see, most of the job opportunity now, they share it to settle their political associates. You know, he work for us, he campaign for us very well. So go and bring somebody to be employed. If that person does not merit it, because of that political affiliation, they give that person job. And the person that merits it is there, lying down without doing anything. So that is what we call injustice. So if you want this country to be prosperous at 65 years of age, we need to be just in whatever we are doing. So minority group, people living with disabilities, we call them PW, people with disability. They are being discriminated to be given certain opportunity. Even women are all also discriminated against some job opportunity. In some sectors, women are not allowed, are not given opportunity to contribute to their quotas. This is all injustice. To the extent of even our medias. I mean, media houses are biased when they are reporting some information. They discriminate against religion, they discriminate against tribe or political affiliation. All this is what we call injustice that will affect the greatness, the prosperousness, and peace in the country. The Quran full, verse 135, has directed us to stand firmly for justice if we want the country to move forward. Also in Quran 5, verse 8, has even directed us to be firm with Allah and be just in whatever we are doing, because i'dilu huwa aqrabu taqwa. Another quality that makes a great nation to be great, prosperous, and have peace is good to your neighbor. Each one of us, we should treat other people around us with respect and with dignity. It is when each one of us see others as brothers and sisters, even though we may be different. We may be different in language, ethnicity, state of origin, political affiliation, even our skin may be different. But that does not call for the disrespect of ourselves. So we need to be good irrespective of wherever we come from. So we should all be our brother's keeper. That is what the Quran directed us, and that is what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has directed us. So good to our neighbor, I mean neighborliness, is very, very important at this critical time we find ourselves. So it's a fundamental pillar that will build Nigeria. It is a fundamental pillar that will build greatness, prosperousness, and peace in this country that we call Nigeria. So goodness to labor includes respect, cooperation, compassion, and the security keeper of our neighbors. Be a security keeper. Be a good neighbor to your neighbor. So a Muslim is being called towards goodness to neighbor, in which the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned in his hadith that مَا كَانَ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ فَلْيُكْرِمُ جَارَهُ. Whoever believes in Allah and in the last day should honor, respect his neighbor. Even the Quran, Surah An-Nisa, Quran 4, verse 36, mention that we should be good to our neighbor. In another hadith, the Prophet was quoted saying, Wallahi la yu'min, Wallahi la yu'min. Qila man ya Rasulallah? Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, alladhi la yahmannu jaru'u biwa'iqat. The Prophet was quoted saying that by Allah he does not believe. By Allah he does not believe. By Allah he does not believe. 3 times the companions seated around the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam now asked, oh the messenger of Allah, man hada, because the Prophet was shouting upon his voice, Wallahi la yumin, Wallahi la yumin, Wallahi la yumin. Wakila, man, who are those that does not believe? And they are here with us. The Prophet answered, the one whose neighbor is not safe from his arm. You are a Muslim, you are praying, you are fasting, you are going to Hajj, you are paying zakat, but your neighbor are not safe from the harm of you. You cause them, you invite problem for them, you create problem for them, you talk to them anyhow, you talk to them for them to even feel to die is better for them living. You are creating harms. The Prophet swore 3 times that that person is not a true believer. So if you, as a true believer, your neighbor must be safe against harm from you. That is the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The 12 qualities that will make this country to be great, prosperous, and have peace at 65 years of age is for every one of us to establish our social responsibility. I call it al-mas'uliyyat al-ijtima'iyyah, social responsibility. We need to know that this factor is a deep sense of ownership that is taking Nigeria as your property, whether you are the leader or not, whether you are followers or not. Take Nigeria to be your own property. That is a mas'uliyatin ijtima'iyyah. So this means citizens must not feel that certain set of people or group set of people are the owner of the country. No, you should not feel that way. This country belongs to every one of us. Yes, maybe their leader today is just an opportunity. It may be your turn tomorrow or the turn of your own children. If you have created problem for this country today, if God has decreed that your children will be a leader tomorrow, what is going to happen when the country has already been destabilized? So we need to take the ownership of this country. The country belongs to every one of us. So both the leaders and the citizens must take pride in their collective ownership of this country called Nigeria, because we have no any other country to run to. Even if problem happen in this country, which country can just take all the citizens of this country? Over 200 million people gathered here can never accommodate us. Talk less of Nigeria. Over 200 million people. So let's work together, discharge our social responsibility to make this country a peaceful country to live. So our individual responsibility, that is every individual of us, we have our own responsibility to do, irrespective of our position, irrespective of our religion, irrespective of our tribe. Do your best, leave the rest to Allah. When you do your part, others do their parts, things will be all right. Country will be great. So, religious scholars are responsible. Our own responsibility, I mean religious scholars, our own responsibility is for us to guide people. Teachers are responsible for educating people. Health officials are responsible for serving the community. Merchants are responsible for honesty. And employees are responsible for dedication to their work. You cannot we have our responsibility to do. If one of us do our responsibility as it's supposed to be done, this country will be great, prosperous, and there will be peace in this country. So we need to integrate our role, because Islam means the fulfillment of right with the embodiment of social responsibility. Islamically, as a Muslim, we are being encouraged, we are being enjoyed to serve our country. I mean, to be honest to our country, to do what is needed as a citizen for the country to be great. That is the calling that Islam is calling every one of us to. Some citizens, rightly or wrongly, feel that the country belongs to the leaders or political class, while the citizens are just the tenants waiting to be infected from their house. That is not true. This country belongs to all of us. It's just an opportunity for them to be a leader today. Quran has directed us. So it is the duty of political class to inspire a deep sense of ownership in every citizen through inclusion, provision of social amenity, environment initiative, and people-friendly policies. Do the policies that will be friendly to the people of this country. That is going to make this country a big place for us and for peace to be in this country. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. اللهم أعز الإسلام، اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداءك وأعداء الدين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعل هذا بلدا آمنا، اللهم اجعل هذا بلدا آمنا، اللهم انصر كل المسلمين في كل مكان، اللهم انصر كل المسلمين في كل مكان، اللهم انصر كل رؤسائنا في نيجيريا على الخير، اللهم انصرهم على الخير، اللهم انصر رئيس نيجيريا رئيس بولا أحمد تينوبو على الخير، اللهم انصر كل رؤسائنا في ولايات نيجيريا، اللهم انت يا ارحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا انك انت التواب الرحيم. ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار. اقول قولي هذا استغفر الله لي ولكم ولجميع المسلمين. قوموا الى الصلاه يا رب الله.